Gold prices are falling slightly on Wednesday. We're seeing gold come off as the euro falls against the dollar, headed into the ECB meeting on Thursday, headed into a two-day European summit on Friday. How will gold trade ahead of these events before we get to what actually happens?
The market's basically treading water at the moment in anticipation of some kind of solution coming out of Friday's meetings in Europe. So there's not a huge amount of activity right now. Volumes are a little bit lower than they would normally be. And like I said, the market is range bound at this time.
All right, so let's look at the EU summit fallout. Let's say we get unity, some kind of clarity on fiscal union, a bailout fund, positive indicators. What happens to gold?
If you're talking about positive news for the euro, right now gold has been trading in line with the euro. So if the gold price moves with the euro on the back of positive sentiment, that could be gold positive. However, if there is negative news coming out on Friday which causes the euro to sell off, perhaps not the resolution that people anticipated, not quite the fiscal unity that Germany wants to see, particularly in the southern European countries, then the euro might be affected by that and gold would be softer on the back of it.
Do you think we might see safe haven buying though if there's a big disappointment, or do you think we're just going to see that rush into the dollar instead?
I think initially the safe haven buying is probably not going to be there from an announcement on Friday unless people feel like it's going to have one of two outcomes, either one, quantitative easing from the European Central Bank, more money printing debasement of the euro, which we believe would most likely be gold positive. The other thing, of course, is the scenario, which is a nightmare scenario, which not many people want to see at all, is a breakup of the euro at all. I think that a breakup of the euro, again, would be gold positive because of safe haven buying.
So let's look at the ECB then for a moment. If we do see them discuss some kind of quantitative easing and also cut rates, is that euro and then gold positive as well?
I believe it is. If you look at historical precedent here in the US and other parts of the world where central banks have implemented this sort of loose monetary policy leading to negative real interest rates, currency debasement, these have been gold positive signals, and I think that if the ECB does this in Europe to a larger extent, that would be gold positive as well.
Thanks, Will. I really appreciate it. So a very murky, cloudy picture for gold in the short term, really looking to the ECB meeting on Thursday and the European summit starting on Friday.